Hello, welcome. This is the Outspoken Beauty Podcast. I'm Nicola Bonn, and this is my mini pod. Very short, very sweet. I talk about a few products that I love, that I've normally loved for a long time, and that I thoroughly recommend. And there's always a bit of a theme. This episode, actually, I'm going to focus in on a few hair products that I think are awesome. Bearing in mind my hair is probably different to yours. I've got very straight hair. It's a little bit flyaway. It's greasy. It tends to get greasy. I wash it every morning, which I really shouldn't. But if I don't, it gets greasy. I'm in a vicious cycle. When I style it, like if I ever put curls in, unless I put a lot of hairspray on, they fall out pretty quickly. So that's my hair type. A lot of the products I'm going to mention, I think, are applicable to everybody. I think there's one maybe that is better for people with my hair. But anyway, let me begin and see how you feel about them. So my first product is for people who really hate styling their hair, who really want a beach wave, but hate using a tong because they burn their fingers. That's what I do. And it takes too long, and you just want an instant wave to your hair. And it's the Babyliss Deep Wave Styler. Now, really, I mean, taking away the word wave, it's more of a crimping machine for the modern day. It's like a really big hair crimper, but rather than giving you those 80s tiny little crimps, it's giving you big crimps that look more like a wave. So you literally do just put your hair in it, clamp it down like you would a straightener, and it gives you a natural wave. And I love it because it is so easy and so quick. So when I want to put a wave in very quickly, that is what I use. And then I go in with my Elnet hairspray to keep it in place, because as I said, these things tend to fall out very quickly in my hair. Now, my next product is definitely for everybody. It is awesome. It has changed the way that I treat my hair after I wash it. And it's my Aquis hair wrap, AQUIS. Now, the idea with these is that they're made of a very special and particular microfiber that wicks away the moisture from your hair. When you've washed your hair, it is at its most weak and vulnerable. And if you're one of those people who then gets out the shower and kind of roughly towel dries their hair, you're going to be probably suffering from hair loss. You're probably going to be kind of like affecting the cuticles. So it's making the edges of your hair a bit ragged and rough. And what you do with this is you literally get out the shower, hair dripping wet, put it straight into your Aquis wrap, and then just leave it on for about 5 to 7 minutes. And when you take it off, it is pretty much removed about 50% of the moisture from your hair. So it's much stronger. And if you're then going to go in and dry it with a hairdryer, it takes far less time. I find that when I use this, my hair is shinier, it's healthier, everything's faster. I just think it is the most brilliant product. And obviously it's one of those purchases, you buy it once and then you've got it. You keep just washing it and it just cuts so much time. So I think everybody needs one of these things. They come in all different designs and it's just a real staple for me. Now, third is my hairdryer. It's called the Hair Hero Turbo Dry. And pretty much, I mean, you know, this is not a ridiculously expensive hairdryer. It's just a really fast one. Again, I hate spending ages on my hair. I just don't have time. Normally it's in the morning, the kids are running riot. I need to get the job done quickly. And also my daughter's got really long hair and this hairdryer just dries it so quickly. So actually combining the Aquis wrap and then using this hairdryer, I'm sorted. It all is done quickly and effortlessly. So if you want a quick drying hairdryer, totally recommend that. Now, my next product is a heat protector spray, which I haven't always used, but I think now, especially because I am trying to style it a little bit more than I used to, I think it's really important. I mean, particularly if you're tonging or straightening your hair, but actually there's no harm in using it before you dry your hair anyway. So I just went for, in fact, I got this off Amazon and I am absolutely loving this. This is the Elnet Styling Spray Heat Protection. I love Elnet. I think their heritage is great. It's just a real kind of classic. I like the smell of this spray. I like the fact it protects your hair up to 230 degrees Celsius. But the added benefit actually is it just gives some really nice shine to the hair. It seems to help with frizz. It just ticks a lot of boxes and it's pretty affordable. You get quite a lot for your buck. So I'm really happy with that. There are some amazing other protective sprays out there. I mean, Living Proof do a brilliant one. I think Bumble and Bumble have got one. I mean, loads of them, but I'm just finding the Elnet is working a treat for me. Now, my final products are my hair brushes. I've got I suppose I've got 3 that I use for different purposes. So if you suffer from tangled hair, nothing beats the wet brush. This is amazing. I use this on my daughter. I use it on myself. When you got wet hair, want to brush through it after your shower or whatever, this goes through your hair like butter. It's brilliant. So that's great when your hair's wet. For styling, I've got a GHD barrel brush and I really like that for giving volume to the hair. And so you just kind of like, it's really hard to describe how I do it. I just kind of get sections and then use the barrel brush and dry it from the outside. And it just always gives it that boost. And then I've got my kind of everyday brush that I've had for ages, but that I love. I feel like it's quite good for my scalp. It feels like a very healthy hairbrush. And that's from Aveda. And it's their brown wooden paddle brush. And I love that. So they're my different brushes for different purposes. If you do suffer with knots, though, I really, really think get hold of a wet brush because that will change your life after you've washed your hair. They are amazing. They are my hair bits and bobs. Everyone has so many different things they use. These may not necessarily be right for you, but these are the things that really, really work for me. And please let me know if you've bought any of my recommendations or you use them already. I want to know if they work for you as well. Really interested. You can always DM me on Instagram, which is @OutspokenBeautyNicola. And I'll speak to you soon.